Deep in the heart of the Congo, there lay a dark, foreboding jungle. Legends of mysterious creatures and supernatural happenings surrounded this treacherous place. Few dared to venture into its depths, let alone spend the night. Among those brave enough was a team of scientists, led by Drive, Evelyn Carter. Their mission was simple: uncover the secrets hidden within the jungle. Little did they know, what awaited them was far beyond their wildest nightmares. The team arrived at the edge of the jungle, armed with equipment, determination, and a healthy dose of skepticism. As they prepared to enter, Drive, Carter called out to her team, "Remember, everyone, stick together and stay alert. We don't know what we're dealing with here." The group nodded in agreement and plunged into the dense foliage. The air was thick with humidity, and the sounds of unknown creatures echoed through the trees. The further they ventured, the more the atmosphere grew oppressive, as if the very jungle itself was watching their every move. Suddenly, a rustling sound off to the side startled the team. They stopped in their tracks, their hearts pounding in unison. "Drive." Carter's voice trembled slightly as she whispered, "Stay calm, everyone. We knew this wouldn't be easy." The rustling grew louder, and out from the underbrush emerged a creature unlike anything they had ever seen. It stood on two legs, its body covered in matted, dark fur. Its eyes glowed with an unnatural, eerie light, its teeth sharp and menacing. "What the?" muttered Drive. Jenkins, his voice heavy with disbelief. The creature let out a bone-chilling roar, sending waves of terror through the team. They reached for their weapons, ready to defend themselves. But before they could act, the creature disappeared back into the shadows. "What was that thing?" gasped Drive. Ramirez, her hands shaking. "Drive?" Carter shook her head, her voice steady as she answered, "I don't know. But we must push forward. We need to find answers." With renewed determination, the team continued their journey, navigating through the overgrown vegetation. The jungle seemed to grow darker with each step, as if it was consumed by an insidious evil lurking just out of sight. Hours turned into days, and the team's morale began to wane. Trapped in an endless maze of menacing trees, their hope began to dwindle. Exhaustion and fear gripped their every move. "We need to find a way out of here," said Drive. Carter, her voice tinged with desperation. Just as the team was about to lose all hope, a soft whisper echoed through the trees. "Help me," it seemed to say. Their curiosity piqued. They followed the sound, becoming more entangled within the deadly grasp of the jungle. Suddenly, they stumbled upon a small, rusted door, half buried in the undergrowth. Without hesitation, they pushed it open, revealing a secret underground chamber hidden beneath the jungle. "What is this place?" gasped Drive. Ramirez, her eyes wide with wonder. "Drive?" Carter stepped inside, her flashlight illuminating the ancient, moss-covered walls. Etched on the door, a warning was inscribed: "Beware the darkness that lurks within." As they explored further, they discovered long-forgotten artifacts and bones. Puzzled, they wondered what secrets this place held, and why it was hidden away beneath the jungle. Hours turned into days, as the team pored over their findings, trying to make sense of it all. They learned of an ancient curse that had befallen the jungle, causing unspeakable horrors to roam its depths. They soon realized that they were not merely explorers, but potential victims. Fear began to grip their every waking moment. The once strong team was reduced to a fractured group, each member haunted by their own personal terrors. They had been ensnared by the jungle's malevolent grip. One night, as they sat huddled together, their bodies weary and their spirits broken, Drive, Jenkins spoke up. "What if the legend is true? What if there's no way out? We're doomed." "Drive?" Carter refused to give in to despair. She looked at her team, determination burning in her eyes. "No," she said firmly. "We will find a way to break this curse. We will survive." With renewed resolve, the team set out to uncover the true nature of the curse. They studied ancient texts, consulted with local tribes, and sacrificed sleep in pursuit of their goal. Their bodies grew weak, but their spirit burned brighter than ever. Days turned into weeks, and then finally, a breakthrough. "Drive?" Ramirez stumbled upon an ancient prophecy hidden within a crumbling manuscript. It spoke of a sacred artifact, hidden within the heart of the jungle, that could break the curse once and for all. "We have to find this artifact," exclaimed Drive. Ramirez, her voice filled with hope. "It's our only chance." The team embarked on their final quest, more determined than ever. They trekked through treacherous terrain, pushing past their physical limits. The jungle seemed to resist their progress, throwing every obstacle in their way. But they refused to be deterred. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, they reached their destination. In the heart of the jungle, standing before a towering, ancient tree, sat the artifact they had sought so desperately. A pulsating, otherworldly glow emanated from it, filling the air with an almost tangible energy. "Drive." Carter approached the artifact cautiously, her hand trembling as she reached out to touch it. She closed her eyes and focused all her energy, hoping that this would be the answer they had been searching for. Suddenly, a blinding light erupted from the artifact, illuminating the entire jungle. A deafening roar reverberated through the air, as the curse was shattered, dispelled by the team's unwavering determination. The jungle, once filled with darkness, transformed into a place of light. The creatures that had plagued the team vanished, as if they had never existed. The team, exhausted but victorious, stood in awe of the change that had taken place. "Drive?" Carter turned to her team, a smile spreading across her face. "We did it. We survived. We broke the curse." The team celebrated their triumph, cheering and embracing each other. They had not only conquered their own fears but also freed the jungle from its malevolent grasp. They were heroes. As the group made their way back through the now peaceful jungle, they couldn't help but feel a sense of camaraderie that would bond them together forever. They had faced the darkest of nightmares and emerged victorious. Weeks turned into months, and life slowly returned to normal for the team. They returned to their respective homes, each forever changed by their encounter in the jungle. They had overcome the unthinkable and were left with a newfound appreciation for the beauty and fragility of life. One day, Drive. Carter received a mysterious package in the mail. Inside was a small, ornate box with a note attached. "Open only when you're ready." Curiosity burning within her, she carefully opened it, revealing a delicate necklace, adorned with a single, glowing gem. "Drive?" Carter put on the necklace, feeling an instant connection to the artifact she had encountered in the jungle. Little did she know, this necklace held more than just beauty. It held the key to another realm, a world where nightmares and dreams collided. As she ventured into this new realm, Drive, Carter discovered a startling truth. The jungle had not been cursed by external forces but by the darkness that resided within the hearts of those who dared to enter. The creatures were merely manifestations of their own fears and guilt. Driven by the need to set things right, Drive, Carter returned to the jungle, armed with the knowledge she had gained. She was determined to break the cycle and bring true peace to this place of unimaginable horrors. With the artifact in hand, Drive, Carter confronted each member of her former team, forcing them to face the darkness within their own souls. One by one, they confronted their fears, their regrets, and their deepest secrets. It was a painful process, filled with tears and anguish. But in the end, they emerged stronger, liberated from the chains that had bound them. The jungle began to transform once more, shedding its malevolence and embracing the light. Drive. Carter stood at the heart of the jungle, the artifact glowing with an intensity she had never seen before. She raised it high above her head, a beacon of hope in a place that had known only despair. The artifact's power surged through Drive, Carter, surrounding her with a blinding light. In that moment, she became one with the jungle, her very essence merging with its ancient magic. And just like that, the jungle was forever changed. Its darkness vanquished, replaced by an eternal light. No longer would it be a place of nightmares. Instead, it became a sanctuary, a symbol of transformation and rebirth. News of the jungle's miraculous transformation spread far and wide. People from all over the world flocked to see the place once shrouded in darkness now bathed in light. Tourists marveled at its beauty, unaware of the horrors that had once plagued it. Drive. Carter, now revered as a hero, continued to venture into the jungle, guiding others in their search for redemption. She had become a beacon of hope, a living testament to the power of overcoming darkness. Time passed, and legends of the nightmare in the dark jungle of Congo became tales of inspiration rather than cautionary tales. The jungle became a symbol of the human capacity for change and growth. One day, years after their initial encounter, Drive Carter received a visitor. It was Drive Jenkins, the man who had once lost all hope within the jungle's depths. His face was lined with wrinkles, but his eyes sparkled with newfound purpose. "I couldn't leave this life without seeing you one more time," said Drive Jenkins, his voice filled with gratitude. Drive Carter smiled warmly at her old friend. "You were always stronger than you believed, Robert. I'm glad to see you've found peace." Drive Jenkins nodded, tears welling in his eyes. "Thanks to you, I was able to confront the darkness within. I owe you my life." The two embraced, their bond stronger than ever. They had both come a long way since their first encounter in the jungle, and their shared experiences would forever be etched in their hearts. As Drive Jenkins prepared to leave, he hesitated for a moment before turning back. "Evelyn, there's something I need to tell you." He took a deep breath, his voice shaky with emotion. "I've loved you all these years. I never had the courage to say it. But now I can't hold it in any longer." Drive Carter's eyes widened, her heart skipping a beat. "Robert, He held up a hand, stopping her before she could respond. "I know you have your own journey to fulfill, and I would never want to hold you back. Just know that my love for you will always be there, no matter what." A bittersweet smile graced Drive Carter's face. "Thank you, Robert. Your love means the world to me, and I will cherish it forever." With a final nod, Drive Jenkins turned and walked away, leaving Drive Carter standing alone, her heart filled with both sorrow and hope. Over the years, Drive Carter continued to journey into the jungle, guiding countless souls toward redemption. Each encounter left its mark on her, fueling her own growth and transformation. One day, as she ventured deeper than ever before, Drive Carter stumbled upon a hidden clearing. A single, magnificent tree stood in the center, its branches reaching toward the heavens. Driven by an inexplicable force, she approached the tree and placed her hand on its gnarled, ancient bark. In that moment, she felt a surge of energy, a connection to something greater than herself. The tree's leaves rustled softly, as a voice, not quite her own, whispered in her ear. "You have fulfilled your purpose, Evelyn. Your time in this realm is at an end." Drive Carter's eyes widened in surprise. "What do you mean?" "I have so much more to do." The tree's voice was soothing, yet firm. "Your journey here has come full circle. It is time for you to pass on your wisdom, your strength, to another. Trust that they will carry your legacy with honor." Drive Carter took a deep breath, a mix of apprehension and acceptance filling her heart. She had faced countless nightmares, transformed darkness into light, and now, she was being called to a new adventure. As she walked away from the tree, her purpose clear, she knew that the time had come for her to become a guide for others, to share her knowledge and experiences with a new generation of explorers. Back in the bustling city where she had begun her journey, Drive Carter opened a school for aspiring adventurers. She poured her heart and soul into teaching, sharing her wisdom and stories with a spark of passion that ignited the curious minds of her students. "Remember, my dear students," Drive Carter would say, her eyes dancing with excitement, "the world is filled with dark places that need light. Never be afraid to venture into the unknown, for it is there that you will find the truest versions of yourselves." Year after year, Drive Carter's students went on to achieve greatness, their journeys taking them to the far corners of the earth. She watched with pride as they faced their own nightmares with courage and resilience, forever grateful for the opportunity to shape their lives. On her 100th birthday, surrounded by former students turned colleagues, Drive Carter couldn't help but feel a sense of accomplishment. Her legacy was not just the knowledge she had shared but the countless lives she had touched. As the celebration continued, her mind drifted back to that fateful expedition into the dark jungle of Congo. The nightmares she had faced, the bonds she had formed, and the ongoing journey she had embarked upon. Just as she was lost in her memories, A familiar voice called out from the crowd. "Happy birthday, Drive. Carter. You're still an inspiration to us all, Drive." Carter turned to see a middle-aged woman standing before her, a twinkle of mischief in her eyes. Her heart skipped a beat as she recognized the face of her former student, Sarah. "Sarah? Drive?" Carter asked, her voice filled with disbelief. "Is it really you?" Sarah nodded, a wide grin spreading across her face. "It's me, Drive. Carter. Thanks to you, I've had the most incredible adventures. I wanted to be here to celebrate your special day, Drive." Carter's eyes welled with tears of joy. She reached out and hugged Sarah tightly, the years of separation melting away in that moment. "I'm so proud of you, my dear. Seeing you here, thriving, makes every sacrifice worth it." The celebration continued throughout the day and late into the night. Drive. Carter's former students regaled her with their own tales of triumph and tribulation, each a testament to the impact she had made on their lives. As the night drew to a close, Drive. Carter stood before her students, her eyes filled with warmth and love. "My time in this realm is coming to an end, but know that my spirit will live on within each of you. Keep searching for the light, even in the darkest of places." The students nodded, their hearts heavy with both sorrow and gratitude. They couldn't imagine a world without Drive. Carter, but they knew that her teachings would forever guide them. Weeks after her 100th birthday, Drive. Carter peacefully departed this world, her spirit soaring alongside the countless adventurers she had inspired. The legacy of the nightmare in the dark jungle of Congo lived on, not as a tale of fear, but as a story of redemption and the limitless potential of the human spirit. And so, the tale of the nightmare in the dark jungle of Congo ends. But the echoes of its lessons continue to reverberate through time. For within every darkness lies the possibility of light, and within every nightmare, the chance for transformation. It is up to each of us to face our fears, embrace our journey, and emerge from the darkness stronger, wiser, and filled with an unwavering hope for a brighter tomorrow. The jungle, now bathed in eternal light, remains a symbol of the human capacity for growth and resilience. And somewhere, deep within its depths, the spirit of Drive. Evelyn Carter wanders, forever guiding lost souls toward redemption. The end.